DJ. I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ, break it for me. I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ, play it for me. I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ, break it for me. I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ, I'ma tell my DJ.
Well, my name came from the way I handle situations. I basically turn any tough situation into a movable object like a train, and once I do that or whatever, I do whatever I can do to break them, get it out the way, move on to something else. So any object, train, and I wreck it. That's the name, train wrecker, you feel me? My influence when it comes to writing my music is basically life. I mean, just the stuff that I did in life, the ups and downs that life took me through, trials and tribulations and things like that. That's basically where my influence comes from, just life. I don't base my influence on any certain, artist or anything that's out there right now. I basically just look back on my life and basically just bring out my influences from that. I want people to get out of my music the struggles of train wrecker. Basically just to let people know that I'm not too much different from them. I'm not this high and mighty artist, and I'm basically just rapping about stuff that I've heard about or seen on TV and things like that I actually dealt with. A lot of the stuff that I rap about, actually all the stuff that I rap about, I've actually dealt with. So, I just want people to understand that I'm like, when I say I'm a hood person, I'm a hood person. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not throwing that out there. I grew up in the hood, JBL, James Cool, Papa Bell, and Garrison, in the middle of North St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Through all the struggles, trials, tribulations, and all that stuff. In my spare time, I work out, diet, do a lot of things like that. When my kids are in town, I spend a lot of time with my kids. Writing, recording, stuff like that. My spare time is basically work. I work day in, day out. Spare time, I'm working. Work time, I'm working. So, I really don't have any spare time. I really barely have time to sleep, but I get that in a little bit, you feel me? But everything else, work. And I'm gonna keep working, I'm gonna keep striving, keep going. Ain't no giving up. Spare time, work. My inspiration, when I actually did start rapping, listening to people like Tupac, Biggie, Nas, people like that or whatever, and actually listening to what they actually had to say. Back then them artists wasn't doing, dance stuff and, I got this stuff and I got that stuff. It was more so about life and what their experiences were in life. So, basically I pull my inspiration from artists like that, real artists, real artists that talk about real things. So that's my inspiration. And again, my life and the stuff that I've been through, being able to put my life in, to what they're actually going through and what they went through, and actually just basing it off of what I've been through in my life or whatever, and basically just coinciding with both. Who do I look up to in the industry? Oh man, that's out in the industry now. Ooh, you got artists like DMX, another hood artist, T.I., another hood artist, Trick Daddy, Jeezy, Luda, Mystical, Busta Rhymes, Tech Nine, my boy Stevie Stone, all the time. There's a couple other artists out there that I look up to. I'm not going to sit here and spend 30, 35 minutes trying to go through all the artists or whatever I look up to. But like I say, basically hood artists, people that keep it real and actually been through things that they actually talk about. That's who I look up to in artists. That's just me. What motivates me? I say the first thing that motivates me is my kids. That's my biggest motivation. Besides my kids, I mean my family, my team, my Platinum Boy Records Lethal Adrenaline team, Hogan, you know what I mean? My assistant, Giggles, my security hard hitter, my film guy, Milton, Real Noise in the building, I see you, baby. My DJ Rock. I mean, that's basically, you know, the people that motivates me besides myself. I'm real self-motivated. I'm a very self-motivated person. So, I mean, just surrounding myself, you know, with the people that's in my circle. And I already know they're going to keep their foot in my back and keep me pushing forward. They ain't going to let me slip. So that's all my motivation right there. How do I feel about the rap scene in St. Louis? I mean, the rap scene in St. Louis, we got a lot of high artists here, you know. We got a lot of high artists here. I mean, it's just actually putting the grind and the hustle behind what you're doing. Actually trying to get something bigger than just St. Louis itself. Not just trying to base everything here in St. Louis, trying to get outside of St. Louis. But, I mean, as far as the artists and the rap scene here in St. Louis, there's a lot of good artists in St. Louis. East St. Louis, too. I'm not going to leave ESTL out. But, I mean, it's a lot of artists here. I mean, you know, they just got to hustle, push, you know, grind day in, day out. Get their music, you know, heard and stuff like that. Don't just do shows here in St. Louis. You know, you might be known here in St. Louis, but if you ain't known nowhere else, you're basically just a St. Louis artist. So just grind, same thing I'm doing. Hustle, keep it pushing, you know what I'm saying? Remember, you can't spell hustle without the STL, you feel me? Ultimate collaboration for me would be with my kids. That'll be my ultimate collaboration, all four of my kids. Money, Coco, Juicy, and Lil Train Wrecka. That's gonna be my ultimate collaboration, and I'm gonna put it together. So y'all watch out for that daddy and kids collaboration coming soon. Look out for it. Negative criticism, I love negative criticism. You know, that lets me know people is actually paying attention to the stuff that I'm doing. And if they gonna give me negative criticism, you know, I'm gonna take that into consideration to try to make myself better. I don't want everybody just telling me, you know, yeah, I like that and it's this and it's that, but then go back behind my back and be like, man, I ain't like that, crap was whack. You know, just tell me up front, you know, that way I can work on things that I need to work on and work on perfecting my craft. So I love negative criticism. Bring it on. 10 years, I see myself doing the same thing I'm doing now, grinding, pushing this music, you know, building my company up and things like that. I mean, just basically doing the same thing I'm doing now. This is me 10 years from now, still working, still in the studio, still getting it in, coming out with more things as far as like with the modeling and the acting and things like that. I see myself doing that a whole lot more, but, you know, I mean, all in all, still working, just like I'm doing now. It's your boy Train Wrecka, you feel me? All day. Let's get it. Godzilla track in the trunk, I be the drum to oblivion.